Hello again, this is Bob Ryan for the Shed app with more simplified shed stuff. In this video, we're looking at the Track Order feature. Track Order is a feature we added because users like yourself have consistently remarked on the value of streamlining post-sale communications. The feature allows customers to easily track the progress of their order and to perform important actions, making things easier for customers and for your operations team. Here on the Track Order page, let's briefly look at the parts of the Track Order page and talk about what customers will potentially see here. I'll point out that this is an order that's already been fulfilled. The content on the page changes as the order progresses. The first thing we'll look at is our timeline. You see the different steps in the order process and the timeline associated with each. We also include additional information. For example, this step will change to reflect the current production status from production scheduled to production completed. If photos have been added during production, customers can click here to view them. We'll close out of this. The same is true for delivery. Here we see the current status of the delivery. We can see when it was completed and when the status changed. I can also click here to view pictures of the delivered shed. Since this order has been fulfilled, we have the Order Fulfilled timestamp down here. On this side of the page, we've got the Important Items area. Right now, this order is waiting on invoice payment. The information shown in this area will change depending on what work has currently been done or needs to be done on the order. Down below that, we've got the Invoice area. This area is always going to be open. It allows a customer to make a payment on the order at any time. They can also download the invoice or download any receipts that might be available. So you can see there's a lot of information on the page, and it's automatically updated as the order progresses through the workflow. I'll show you a little later how the Shed app makes it easy to keep up with exactly what the customer is seeing at any given time using the Manage Throughput page. So how do you provide your customers with access to this page? Well, I'll show you a few different ways. First, let's go over here to our dashboard and I'll click on Manage Orders. We have an order here to use as our example. I'll come over here to the right and click on the ellipsis, and then on Share Order. That brings up a window with several options, and down at the bottom I've got Link to Track Order. When I click on this, it's copied to my clipboard, and then I can paste it into a communication with the customer, such as an email or other method of communication. Another way to give your customers access is to add a link to the Track Order page in the Process Order Event notification. I'll show you how to do that. Let's close this window. Then, in the sidebar, click on System, and then Settings. And on the Settings page, click on Notification. Next, I'm going to find the order event that says Process Order Opt to Notify Customer, and I'll click on the little blue square here. Now, before we make any changes, let's take a look at the email associated with this event. I'm going to click here on Preview. This is the default process order email. It has placeholder information which you can modify. Let's include a track order link in the email. We'll close out of it, and we'll come up here to Edit, and then scroll down through the event options. Down here at the bottom, you'll see that we've got the option to include link to track order in the email for this event. I'll click to turn that option on. Then I'll scroll back to the top and click on Save Changes. So now let's look at the email the customer will get. We click again on Preview, and you'll see that now we have a link button that says Track Order that will take the customer directly to the Track Order page. So let's close this and go to the dashboard and see what this looks like when we process an order. We'll return to our dashboard. We have an order here that needs to be processed. So let's go to the ellipsis over here to show the options, and we'll choose Process. In the Process window, the Notify Customer option is shut off, but you can turn the default on here. You can also set the default to Notify Customer in your settings as well. Click the little email icon here and you'll see that we have a track order link now in the email. So that's another way. Let's close out of this and finish processing the order. When the customer receives the email, they will see the track order link that we just added. So to see what the customer is looking at any time on the track order page, we can use the Manage Throughput page, as I'd mentioned earlier. So on the sidebar, let's click Manage Throughput. Then scroll to find the order and then click on Manage Workflow. We've updated the Manage Workflow modal to show this Track Order tab. This is an exact representation of the track order page that your customer will see. You can check this at any time to make sure it reflects what you want your customers to be seeing. We hope this brings value to the communications of your post-sale operations. And we'll see you next time with more simplified shed stuff.